Hey horror fans, this is Ash from Horror Fix, and this is Your Fix. What? This is Your Fix.
Hello, I'm Jim Chandler. I'm here from HorrorFix.com with Zach Tyndall, who is the director of the Dead in Decatur Film Festival. And Zach, how long have you been trying to get a film festival here? Got it.
I've been working on this one for about a year and a half. But basically, for about 2 years, this has been a goal.
2 years was the beginning of Dead in Decatur of your website, is that correct?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Roughly that.
When we basically formed up and decided we were going to try to do something and put together, and now we're in the theater and we're showing films. So it's exciting that way.
So has your audience been pretty excited about what you're showing them?
We had some friends of ours come up from Kentucky, and
Wow.
they got excited for a couple of features that we had, and some shorts. There's one that I had that we got from Britain, which actually was really good. That it's just, you watched it the entire time, and then at the end the knife turns, and you're like, oh no.
Well, that sounds great. You mentioned films that you got. How many films did you receive?
We got roughly around 300,000 hours, I think. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. And you ended up with what? How many films did you end up with?
Maybe it was 300 hours, but we whittled it down to about 17 hours.
17 hours.
Yeah, and that is about 5 features, and the rest of that is short films. We have a short film that's about 15 seconds long, and we have, I think our longest feature was about 2 hours long. So,
tell me a little about the 15-second film that you have. Is that?
It's a relatively newer art form. A couple of years ago, when Vine came out, you started seeing a lot more independent filmmakers playing around with the concept of the 15-second film. And since then, we've seen the one I have, where you have 3 beats, start, middle, end, and by the end of the 15 seconds, you're like, ooh, okay, that was creepy.
Did you receive films that weren't so maybe horror related that would fit better in a that you were maybe excited about?
Actually, actually, I had a particular block that was just science fiction. We got one that was it was Dolphin Man Battles the Sex Lobsters from Trauma. With Lloyd Kaufman, and the characters actually was created by James Gunn.
Wow.
So it was kind of exciting to be like, okay, we have a Trauma character made by James Gunn in our film festival. That's exciting. We had another short film it was called Richard. It's about an alien. His ship has broke down, and he's trying to search for tools, and the particular relationship that ends up growing with a certain mechanic that's trying to help him.
Okay.
We have another one from a gentleman who's out in California. It's 20 minutes long, and it was by far the most beautiful short film I got in the entire 350. So it was really well done and absolutely amazing.
Sounds like there's a lot of talent out there that needs an outlet.
Yes, absolutely, and I'm trying to provide that outlet for them.
And I'm here today with Jason from Dead in Decatur, both the podcast website and also from the film festival. So he is the event coordinator as well as head of audio content for the website. And what can you tell us about your website and film festival? Is this a single thing that happens now, or do you have other projects for future?
Oh, yes. We have a lot coming up in the future, as a matter of fact. I wish there was we just had to show up for one day a year and just do everything, but no, we have a lot in the can right now. As of right now, we have several podcasts going on. We have a few new prospects as far as that's going as well. We are inducting a new member into the group, so we're going to be seeing content from him soon. We are doing a couple of video projects as well. We're on YouTube at deadindicator.com, so feel free to look us up. We are also going to be starting work on the next festival probably in the next month or two. We're going to try to be a little more forward in our planning next time around.
And you said you had roughly, I spoke to you earlier, and you said you had something like 350 films?
If I remember the number correctly, it's about 352.
Okay. And of those films, there were some things that maybe you didn't get in on time, or there's always something like that?
Unfortunately, yes. We put up our guidelines. We had to be pretty firm on our guidelines just because we had so much content that we wanted to include and we just couldn't. So there are quite a few people that sent in late content that we had to basically say, we would love to see you again next year, but we can't fit you in now.
Now, is that something that you would hang on to their content till next year? They would need to, when it gets closer, resubmit it, or how does that work?
We would probably contact them and please ask them to do a resubmission just so we have everything locked down that way. And of course, it gives the next crop of people coming in kind of a fair shake at it.
Okay. It probably also gives them, if they send it earlier, it gives them a chance if they want to rework something.
Exactly.
Okay. And so, out of all those projects, and you've got things coming up. What films are you looking forward to that are going to be showing here? That I mentioned was Butcher the Bakers. I think that's a big one, isn't it?
Yes, Butcher the Bakers is one of the films we're most excited and most proud of showing at this film festival, as a matter of fact. It's from a group of local guys located in Ottawa, Illinois, who also did Grace's Room and River City Panic, if you've heard of that. We're just thrilled to have them, and we're even more thrilled at having them kind of come in and look and see what we've done to help promote the project and what they've done to help us.